You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. Do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, my God, I'm going to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now, all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your stem. Set it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wakened the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning and welcome. My name is Mick McQuillan, and of course you're tuning into Freedom, Health and Lifestyle. FHL, Freedom, Health and Lifestyle, personal development with a plan. And I've got an interesting little clip today, really, a video, and I'm going to recommend you go and do your own deep dive into some of this stuff. But listen, look, don't forget you can check us out. Of course, I think my good friend Joey may join us later. I might actually be gone by the time he gets here, but he's on a holiday. Obviously, he's been away for a couple of weeks doing army stuff and other stuff. It's going to be great to catch up with him. Can't wait till he gets back, but we'll probably be gone by then. But I will catch up with him at a later date anyway, for sure. And I'm looking forward to hearing what he's been getting up to. Of course, we did see that he was on TV. Amazing, But look. What are we looking to do today? So first things first, I suppose. So today's really going to be about the Secret documentary film. The first 10 minutes, only the first 10 minutes, I'm going to show you where you can go and get the rest of the information. And of course, there's an introduction by Rhonda Byrne, who came up with The Secret. And her inspiration for The Secret was one of my favorite books, which is The Science of Getting Rich. And you can get a free download of that book. I'm going to show you where you can get that too. But again, look, FHL, it's all about thinking and doing better. And we all want better, we really do. So look, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, click that notification button, and you'll learn when we're on, usually around about the same time every week, right? Hopefully, I'm going to be producing a bit more content. I was working on my chief aim statement this morning. I printed it off. I'm going to put it into a little, what do you call those things that you seal them up with? Little, you know what I mean. You know, you put it in a little plastic bag, put it through a machine, and it makes it better, right? Okay. So anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, click that notification button. And of course, you can find Joey here at facebook.com/Joey Younger. Go and check him out. You know, he gets up to a lot of stuff. He's got a great business. And of course, you can get involved with Joey. You can find me here, facebook.com/TheRealMcMcQuillan. And of course, you can find me on TikTok as well. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff on TikTok, actually. It's quite a fun channel, you know, and I'm new to it. Do you know what I mean? But again, I'm enjoying it. So what are we going to do? Of course, you can find me here. We'll get into some of this stuff later. petsforthezone.com.ie. That's, of course, one of our primary businesses. Amazing business, and of course, you can get in. You can actually join the waitlist there to learn more about what we're doing and how you can get involved. You know, if that's something that you want to do, I will talk about that in a little bit. But again, we've also got my favorite quote: "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, you've got to build a new model that makes the old model obsolete." This quote is going to be so important when you compare that with what we're going to watch, right? So let me see. Right, so this is the YouTube channel we're going to watch. Let me see if I can add this here. Yeah, let's have a look. So this is that channel, right? Make it a bit bigger so you can see it. Okay, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. So lots of little videos that you can watch. This is the one we're going to watch here, right? This 10-minute one. But there's lots and lots of different videos. There's the first 20 minutes. You can watch this. I can't believe that video. Well, this video is like nearly 20 years old. 2006, yeah, it's nearly 20 years old. So it's definitely worth just having a little play around here. How to attract more money. Who doesn't want more money? You know, people who maybe sometimes people go, oh, you know, I don't need all. You know, money's not important to me. Try go shopping without it. You know, like money is important. You know, you can do more with money. You could help more people with more money. Like if you know, I remember Bob Proctor saying, look, if you had $100, you know, you could maybe take a friend out to dinner. But if you had $1 million, you could take a lot of people out to dinner, right? So, you know, that's the difference. So go and check this out. Thoughts are more powerful than actions. Wow. We'll have to get into that one, won't we? Everything is possible. Effortless manifestation. Not sure I totally understand. Well, I think I do understand manifestation a little bit. Do you know what I mean? A little bit. I need to practice doing more of it, getting better at it. And it's all about how you think. We're going to get into it, right? So look, this is the video we're going to watch, right? So there might be some ads on this, and if there are, we're just going to let them play till we get to that skip option. Then we're going to skip, and then we'll go there. Now there are some other. In fact, I'll show the other videos or the other places where you can go. Links are in the description, by the way. So, you know, go to the description, check out all the links, you know, and it'll bring you to Rhonda Byrne's Secret TV channel with some interesting stuff on that, which we'll get to in a minute, right? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, let's just play this and let's just see how we do. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be fun. Right, let's have a look.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Secret YouTube channel. Here you will find hundreds of videos featuring inspiring conversations, live Q&As, powerful tips and practical advice on how to use the secret to manifest the life of your dreams. This video is the opening 10 minutes of the original feature-length documentary film The Secret, remastered in stunning high definition and presented exclusively right here on this channel. This is the perfect introduction to the great secret of life. It really is the secret to everything you have ever wanted: money, health, relationships, love, and especially happiness. If you enjoy this extended preview, then you can watch the entire film of The Secret now at one of the links below. For more resources to help you live the secret, look for my Secret Book series at all good bookstores or through our website, thesecret.tv. Remember to subscribe to this channel, and may the joy be with you.
A year ago, my life had collapsed around me. I'd worked myself into exhaustion. My father died suddenly, and my relationships were in turmoil. Little did I know at the time, out of my greatest despair was to come the greatest gift. I'd been given a glimpse of a great secret. I began tracing the secret back through history. I couldn't believe all the people who knew this. They were the greatest people in history. Why doesn't anyone know this? All I wanted to do was share the secret with the world. I began searching for people alive today who know the secret. One by one, they began to emerge.
You know, this secret gives you everything you want: happiness, health, and wealth.
You can have, do, or be anything you want.
We can have whatever it is that we choose. I don't care how big it is.
What kind of a house do you want to live in?
Do you want to be a millionaire?
What kind of a business do you want to have?
Do you want more success?
What do you really want?
I've seen many miracles take place in people's lives. Financial miracles, miracles of physical healing, mental healing, healing in relationships.
All of this happened because of knowing how to apply the secret.
This is the great secret of life.
You've probably been sitting there wondering, what is the secret? I'll tell you how I have come to understand it. We all work with one infinite power. We all guide ourselves by exactly the same laws. The natural laws of the universe are so precise that we don't even have any difficulty building spaceships. We can send people to the moon, and we can time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. I don't care if you're in India, if you're in Australia, New Zealand, Stockholm, or London, or Toronto, or Montreal, or New York. We're all working with one power, one law.
It's attraction. The secret is the law of attraction. Everything that's coming into your life, you are attracting into your life. And it's attracted to you by virtue of the images you're holding in your mind. It's what you're thinking. You see, whatever is going on in your mind, you are attracting to you. Now, wise people have always known that. You can go right back to the ancient Babylonians. They've always known this. It's a small select group of people. Why do you think that 1% of the population earns around 96% of all the money that's being earned? Do you think that's an accident? It's no accident. It's designed that way. They understand something. They understand the secret. And you are being introduced to the secret.
The simplest way for me to look at the law of attraction is if I think of myself as a magnet, and I know that a magnet will attract to it.
Very basically put, the law of attraction says that like attracts like. But we're really talking at a level of thought.
Our job as humans is to hold on to the thoughts of what we want, make it absolute clear in our minds what we want, and from that we start to invoke one of the greatest laws in the universe, and that's the law of attraction. You become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most.
If you see it in here, you're going to hold it here.
And that principle can be summed up in 3 simple words. Thoughts become things.
What most people don't understand is a thought has a frequency. Every thought has a frequency. We can measure a thought. And so if you're thinking that thought over and over and over again, or if you're imagining in your mind, okay, having that brand new car, having the money that you need, building that company, finding your soulmate, if you imagine what that looks like, you're emitting that frequency on a consistent basis.
Thoughts are sending out that magnetic signal that is drawing the parallel back to you.
See yourself living in abundance, and you will attract it. It always works. It works every time with every person.
Here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want, and they're wondering why it shows up over and over and over again.
The law of attraction doesn't care whether you perceive something to be good or bad, or whether you don't want it or whether you do want it. It's responding to your thoughts. So if you're sitting there looking at a mountain of debt, feeling terrible about it, that's the signal you're putting out to the universe. Wow, I feel really bad because of all this debt I've got. You're just affirming it to yourself. You feel it on every level of your being. That's what you're going to get more of.
The law of attraction is really obedient. When you think of the things that you want and you focus on it with all of your intention, the law of attraction will give you what you want every time. When you focus on the things that you don't want, I don't want to be late, I don't want to be late, you really are calling that into existence. The law of attraction doesn't hear that you don't want it, and so it's going to show up over and over and over again. The law of attraction is not biased to wants or don't wants. It manifests the things that you think about.
The law of attraction is always working. Whether you believe it or understand it or not, it's always working.
It's working as much as you're thinking. Anytime your thoughts are flowing, the law of attraction is operational. When you're thinking about the past, present, or the future, the law of attraction is working. It's an ongoing process. You don't press pause, you don't press stop. It is forever in action, as your thoughts are.
Once you begin to understand and truly master your thoughts and feelings, that's when you see how you create your own reality. That's where your freedom is. That's where all your power is. That's when you see how you can become a deliberate creator of your life. And when you are a deliberate creator of your life and you use this law of attraction, you will have a life that is beyond what you can possibly imagine right now.
Since I learned the secret and started applying it to my life has truly become magical. I think the kind of life that everybody dreams of, and I live on a day-to-day basis. I live in a $4.5 million mansion. I have a wife to die for. I get to vacation in all the fabulous spots of the world. I've climbed mountains, I've explored, I've been on safari. And all of this happened and continues to happen because of knowing how to apply the secret.
Life can be absolutely phenomenal, and it should be, and it will be, when you start using the secret.
Okay, what?
Is that going to continue? For what else goes on from here? Mind you, it does get into a little bit. Should we watch it? We probably should, right? We should give it the respect it deserves and just watch the last few minutes. All right, let me have a look. Hold on a second. How do I change this back?
What can you do right now to begin to turn your life around? I'll tell you 2 or 3 things. If everybody uses the secret, aren't we going to run out of stuff?
There are no rules according to the universe.
Your wish is my command.
It took a lot of years for me to get this.
Every time you look inside your mail expecting to see a bill, guess what? It'll be there.
And it's amazing. Today, I just get checks in the mail.
In relationships, we're so used to complaining about other people. When we're complaining about those things, we're only getting more of those things.
I've seen cancer dissolved.
I always say that incurable means curable from within.
You can change your life and you can heal yourself.
And let me help you understand that just a little bit.
When we look around us, what we see is the tip of the iceberg.
You are the creator of your destiny.
You can start with nothing, and out of no way, a way will be made.
What do you really want?
What do you really want? That's in that other video, right, as well, that we watched at the beginning. I'm going to play it again at the end. But look, obviously, she started out talking about the law of attraction. Well, not the law of attraction, but the secret was suppressed. And why don't they teach us this stuff in schools, to be honest? Why don't they teach us how to think instead of just teaching us how to memorize information? Teach us how to think and how to think about what it is that we want. And of course, they were talking about the natural laws of the universe. This one being the law of attraction. You become what you think about. You attract what you think about. Thoughts become things. You get what you do and don't want if you're thinking about it. And learn how to apply the secret. That's an interesting one. That learn how to apply the secret. And I did like what your man just said there. Incurable means, curable from the inside. I like that. So definitely check it out. Where can you find out more about it? Well, you can find out more here if you go to The Secret TV. Let me see if I can share this. Yeah, so The Secret TV. It's not very big, that, my screen here. Let me see if I can make my screen bigger, actually. Yeah, so you have this The Secret TV, The Secret.tv. Hold on, let me put that up there so you can see it. The Secret.tv. You can go here and you can learn more about The Secret, right? What else is in here? Explore. In fact, in here, actually, if I change, if I change this, do I get there? I do, I get it. I run along the cross. Look, bundles, The Secret Story, The Secret Remastered. I think this is where you can actually watch the whole movie, but you have to buy it, right? Which makes sense. You know, they put work into it. You can get different bundles. One of the things, there's a whole bunch of apps as well here, you know, that you can get, and they're free apps. You can just download them to your phone. Now, I've not used them. If you do use them, let me know in the comments how you get on with it, you know. But again, films, The Secret Documentary Remastered, The Secret. What is this one? Watch in HD. Can you watch it from here? That's just a trailer. Let me see what this is. Google Play, DVD. 4-week digital Zoom. I don't know what that is. But obviously you can just download it. Gifts. One of my favorite is the check. I actually had this check, not this one, but the other one. The secret check. Was it that one? No, I think it was this one here, yeah. And you can just write this check out. And in fact, the reason why this is here is because in The Secret, a guy talks about how he wrote a check, fake check, posted it on his ceiling wall, and every morning when he looked up, he was like, right, okay, yeah, okay, that's what I'm trying to do. And it just inspired it. So you can download these. There's the app again. Secret Scrolls. I've not seen this. What is this? So there's no better way to stay on track and live the secret than through the scrolls. Emails. You'll receive practical inspirational from Rhonda Byrne and uplifting stories from real people. You sign up to that and you get an email every day. And here's The Science of Getting Rich. One of my most favorite books. You can download this here. And again, she does actually have this in audio, and you can find that on her YouTube channel. Let me see if it's in here. In fact, I think I showed it to you last week. I did. I'm sure of it. But it's definitely in her YouTube. It's definitely in her YouTube page. So definitely do check that out, or go here and download it. So go to thesecret.tv/The Science of Getting Rich ebook. But you can find it. You can find it on The Secret, .tv on this website here. So check that out. What else is there? Books, ebooks. Let's check it out. Let's have a little look. Interesting. Yeah, go and check it out. Go and check it out. Look, if you're interested in thinking better, feeling better, making your life better in some way, whether it be money, wealth, relationships, all those things that they were talking about, thinking about the law of attraction in action, right? You've got to check it out, right? You've got to go and check it out. Now, what else was I going to, there was something else I was going to cover. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, so look, go and check that out, The Secret, and watch the movie, watch the whole movie. That's what I was going to say, actually. And it was about that quote. Where's it gone? Yes, this quote here. And you can see the relevance of that now. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. That's the Buckminster Fuller quote that I have on the wall. You can see how that applied to The Secret, because you never change things by fighting the existing reality. The existing reality, those things that we do and think on a daily basis, and we get more of it. And The Secret is talking about changing the way that you think. And of course, Buckminster Fuller is talking about, building a new model that makes makes that existing model obsolete. And that is the way that we think, right? So if you can change the way that you think, or catch yourself in the moment, if you're thinking something negative or bad or whatever it is, you can catch yourself in that moment. And most of these thoughts that we have are habitual thoughts. They're thoughts that we have, on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, whatever it is, doesn't matter. We're thinking them all the time. So catching yourself in that moment and then changing it, saying, no, I don't want that. What I want is this. life is good. I want to attract these things into my life. These are the things that I want to think about. You think about those things and you build new habits, you build new thought habits. And again, that's what we're trying to do. Why is this, just looking at this, everything seems like my screen is not, I'm not sure why it's doing this. Yeah, that looks better. What did I do then? Yeah, that looks better for me here anyway. All right, so what else do we have? Well, obviously, hold on. Obviously, you can go to our academy. This is something that we're doing. This is that new model that we're building. And of course, if you go to, where is it? Go to mpmcquillan.com, and this is going to bring you to this page here. You can't really see it that well. Let me see if I can change my screen so you can see it. So this is going to bring you to this page here, Academy of Excellence. And of course, if you love animals and you're ready to build a life around that passion, you can join our waitlist for the Pets of this Island Academy of Excellence. Who we're looking for: animal lovers ready to turn their passion into purpose, people who want freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment in their work. Who doesn't want those things? Driven individuals who want to grow a meaningful, profitable business, future pet care leaders who believe in quality, compassion, and community. Whether you're starting from scratch or ready to scale, this is your chance to join a proven, powerful community. Look, business training, mentorship, weekly coaching, done-for-you content, access to Pet Care Pros, 100% ownership, no royalties, no monthly fees, keep 100% of your earnings. That's a game changer. Who's ever heard of that? So go to mpmcquillan.com and join that waitlist, right? Because we want to work with you. If you're ready to do something, if you're ready to build a new model that makes the old model obsolete, that's going to give you more things than you've ever dreamed of, this could be what you're looking for. This program fills quickly, but if you haven't missed your chance, you just need to join the waitlist now. Get priority access, lock in the lifetime license rate. It's really an early bird license rate. That's what that is. And be first to start your dream business, right? It's going to be amazing. Add your name, take your first steps towards doing work that truly matters to you. So join that waitlist now. Dead easy. Just fill in your name, first name, last name, location. These locations are all in Ireland and Northern Ireland, right? But we're not limited to that. If you're in another country, just let us know where you are. I don't know where you are. Let us know where you are. Put in your best email, best contact telephone number, and press submit. Submit that form. That gets you on the waitlist. And you never know, you might get a phone call from me. Now, like if you're ready just to get started, right? And you're like, I don't want no wait list. Get it. I don't need that. You just go to petsoftheisland.com/academy. And again, look, there we are. You can start your own pet care company under the training and guidance of us, of Pets of Island, Ireland's largest, most recommended, most trusted in-home pet care company. Join the Pets of Island Academy of Excellence training and license program for aspiring pet care entrepreneurs. Under our guidance, Ireland's leading pet care company, you'll gain everything you need to launch. Now, of course, follow me on Facebook, find me on TikTok, and again, I'll actually be posting some information about the modules that we're going, the first 4 modules that we're going to be putting out. But look, no hidden costs. Unlike franchise or partnerships, we charge no monthly administration fee. There's no monthly royalty fees, and every euro or dollar or yen or pound or whatever it is, wherever you're working, you earn is yours to keep. I love that. I really do. I think it's amazing. Full financial control. You're in complete control of your pricing, expenses, and profits. Build your business your way without sharing your hard-earned income. Okay, ongoing training, coaching, and support. There'll be weekly Zoom calls, ongoing, I think I was talking about them last week, hot seats, where you can kind of get your questions answered. Trusted brand, comprehensive training and resources, flexible business model, wide range of services. Look, there's all kinds of things. So look, if you're ready to get started, just go here. In fact, this this video is going to answer a lot of your questions, right? There's going to be a lot of questions that maybe you've already got. Come and watch this video. And of course, then take the next step. Sign me up. Here you go. And if you want to give me a call, here's my number. You can ring me right now if you wanted to, right? So you can get started. It's all here, buddy. It's all here, guys. You know, you got everything to gain here. You know, like if you're looking to change something, you know, if you're fighting that existing reality every day, you know, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You want to do something different. You just don't know what to do, but you're passionate about, you know, your pets. You're passionate about other animals. You know, you just love, you know, animals. You know, look, you know, we're so privileged because we get to look after these amazing little creatures. And of course, you know, people often love their pets more than they love other human beings. Some other human beings, anyway. But look, that's not for me to judge. Our job is just to help pet owners feel better about something that makes them feel bad. So look, come and join us, and of course, get signed up, or join the wait list where there's no commitment to do anything. You're not buying, booking, or committing to anything. You just join the wait list to find out if it's for you. And if it is, great. And if it's not, that's okay too. All right. But look, don't forget, go to The Secret, you know, where they're going to teach you how to attract things. Now, maybe you're attracted to this, but maybe you're just afraid and fear is going to hold you back. Go to The Secret, go to that. In fact, I would encourage you, go to The Secret and, you know, hold on a second. You know, The Science of Getting Rich, share this. Go here, The Science of Getting Rich ebook. Download this ebook. Go here and download this, right? And then come and join the waitlist, you know, or go to the Academy page, get my telephone number, phone me up, we'll have a conversation, and we'll see if it's for you, right? All right, so let's end this screen share. Whew. Okay, don't forget mpmcquillan.com to learn more. And of course, I am MP McQuillan, right? So listen, look, you know, unfortunately, we're not going to get Joey's final thoughts, you know, like, because I'm going to finish a little bit early just because I've got somewhere else to go. I've got to get some stuff done. Sunday here in Ireland, of course, it's probably Sunday for nearly everybody, everywhere around the world, really, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Could be wrong. But look, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, click that notification button, and of course you'll be notified when we're on, usually the same time every week, really. And of course, look, you can join Joey and I, you know, on the FHL, Freedom, Health and Lifestyle channel. Joey's Facebook page is scrolling across the screen right now, facebook.com/joey.unger. And of course, you can find me at facebook.com/therealmcquillan. Join the wait list at mpmcquillan.com, or join the academy straight away at petsofthezone.com/academy to build a new model, make the old model obsolete. Okay, start something that you really love. Right, I'm always gonna play out with that video. I love that video so much because it just condenses so much of The Science of Getting Rich, you know, Secret documentary, which I'm going to recommend you go and do that. Don't forget, go to thesecret.tv, thesecret.tv. Where is it? I better just put it up there just so you can see it. Thesecret.tv, right? Go there and download that ebook, The Science of Getting Rich. Pay for the movie. Pay for the whole movie. You know, buy it and keep it so that you can watch it all the time. You know, it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. If you're looking to change something in your life, you know, you're going to have to change some things in your life. Start with how you think and how you feel, and start working on yourself. You know, like self-education is one of the most important things you can do. You know, self-development, personal development. You know, I think personal development should maybe be personality development. You know, because we need to almost change our personalities to become better. But again, look, we're talking about the law of attraction. You become what you think about. You know, what are you thinking about? You thinking about how you hate your job? You think about how you hate having to get up on a Monday morning to go to work? You know, like how is hating, you know, going to work helping you? It doesn't help you. You have to think about, you know, yeah, you've got to go to work. It's part of what you've got to do maybe, but, you know, what could be something that you'd love to do? and start thinking about those things. There is a chapter in The Science of Getting Rich that actually talks about how to transition from where you are to where you want to be. That book is so inspirational. It's so important to me. Maybe I'll read it again this week, actually. It's that good. It's only 3 hours. It'll take you 3 hours to listen to it. You can find a copy of it on YouTube. In fact, we've done it before 1 million times. No, that's an exaggeration. You know that. All right, listen, I'm going to have to run. I'm going to play out with my favorite video. Don't forget, mpmcquillan.com. Go there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, click the notification button. You know, I'm sure it helps if you do. But again, let me know your comments if you do have any comments. And I shall see you guys next week. You've been watching Freedom, Health and Lifestyle. My name is Mick McQuillan. And of course, I'm looking forward to learning more about you and getting to know you. Right. See you later, guys.
You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. Do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, by God, I'm going to change something. Now we say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your stem. Set it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.